Alright, now I'm going to show you how to fade out at the end and add your name. So right now this video ends kind of abruptly. Just hit play here. People clapping and stop. If we put my name all of a sudden there, it'd be kind of jolting. So let's make it fade out. There's 5 different ways to fade out. A very quick way is just to right-click or control-click the edge of your clip. Go Add Transition Cross Dissolve. Boom. Now, what's good about this is we're going to zoom in. It adds a fade out on the video and also a fade out on the audio. So now, a little more pleasant. Now, we want to add our name at the end. So, we'll go here back to video, and this process is just like adding a lower third, except we're just adding text. Now, we're going to go to, click on the little A, and go down to text. And just plain text. Boom, sample text. Default here is 10 seconds. That's kind of long for your name at the end, so I'll change that to say 5 seconds. Go here to controls, and I'm going to type in Edmonton Journal. All caps, because that's our style. The logo is in all caps. I'm going to scroll down, and the font, our font that we use is called Radiant EF Display. So I'm just going to click here on the little drop down arrow, push R on my keyboard, and scroll down here to Radiant EF Display. Now, if you don't have this font installed, I have a separate video showing you how to install it. Just ask any of the designers or anyone on web or myself and install that font. It's fairly easy. So go down to Radiant EF Display, and if we go back here to video, we can see what it looks like. It's quite small by default. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it as it is right now. We're going to drag it down to the end of our show, and mouse over, and there you see it's quite small. Now by dragging it down first, now I can double click, go back up here to controls, and scroll down a bit. And here, if I play with the size, there you can see what it's going to look like because our playhead is over it, and then we double clicked on it. So make it go to about there, say. Now, this is a layer just with this text. Now I want to add another layer with my name, which is going to be in a different font. You can only have one font for this layer. So now I'm going to go back here to video. I'm going to go to A again and text. Notice here, the first time I did it, I had to go to text and then down to text. But once you've done it once, the most recent thing you've done stays at the top, so that's handy. So I just went to text. Here it says sample text. I'll just change this to 5 seconds. Go here to controls. I like the Lucida Grand font, and I'm just going to put in my name. So video by Ryan Jackson, and also Elise Stolte. She actually helped out on this video. She shot one of the interviews, which was nice. And then production by Ryan Jackson. So go back here to video. There it is. I'm just going to take it, drag it down on top, and now you see we're going to move our playhead over top, and now you see we can see both layers at the same time. But now we need to move our text around a little bit. So I need that logo to be a little higher. So I'm going to click on this layer, double click on it, and I have wireframes turned on. By default, if you click here, it just says image, and you see you can't do anything. If you click on this little box here and go image plus wireframe, now when I click on this layer, I can now move this layer around. So I'm just going to raise it up a little bit, say about there. And now I'm going to click on this layer and move this text around a little bit. Maybe move it down just a titch. Maybe move this up a little bit. And, that logo's a little small. I'm going to double click on this, go to controls, and I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. Say 115, just guesstimating here. There, looks a little nicer. So there we go. There's our the Edmonton Journal logo and my name. Now, let's watch this. Fade out, boom, pops up. You know what, I kind of want that to fade in a little bit. Now, if I click here, because there's already a fade, if I were to right-click here, see, it doesn't give me that transition option because these are butted up against each other. So I'm going to click on this one, hold down the Command button, or the Apple button, or whatever you call it. Hold down Command key and then click on the next clip. That allows me to select multiple clips. I'm going to move these over just a titch so that now they're not against anything. I'm going to right click, add cross dissolve, go here, right click, add cross dissolve. Notice now, because I shot this in HD, it probably wouldn't do this in standard def, but HD you have to render a lot more because the files are bigger. See, I was able to cross dissolve one clip, but once I cross dissolved two clips at the same time, it had to render that. So now I'll reselect these two, move them back together like that. This little tiny guy here needs to be rendered, so I'm just going to go Apple A, Apple R to render. It's only 1 second, so it takes 5 seconds to render. There, and now hit play, fade out, fade into my name. And there you go. That is how you add the Edmonton Journal logo on your name. As you see, it's a few extra steps to create this. It's you have to create the Edmonton Journal logo, and then you have to manually create your name. It's a pain to have to do it every time, but it's good having the control, especially if if every time if for one video it's video by you, the next time it's video and photos by you, the next time it's videos by you, photos by someone else. It's nice having the control like this. So there you go. That is how you put your name at the end.